forecasting for the future here? Or can you even forecast for the future because of the volatility in these negotiations? Well, it almost feels like Groundhog Day episode 15. Are we talking to them? Or are they talking to us? Will we have an agreement? Won't we have an agreement? It seems that the Iranians are actually talking to the Omanis about opening up this trade, which means they're not coming to the U.S. about it. But the U.S. is trying to...
You pay me a charger, bro? You pay me a charger? I found on 3%. You can give me that one that's...
That negotiation start, it seems like it's leading to an end to the conflict, and the next thing you know is missiles are flying. All right, Andy, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for that, and give us some insight. That's the only thing that is where I didn't know. I thought if you go well, companies all those gas stations, but that's less than 5%. That's a pleasure to have it. That's it. Andy, thank you so much.
Damn. Yeah, come on. My phone about to go dead. Cut it down a little bit. Lex, put the TV down a little bit.
Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley, as we wind our way toward the end of another season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors.
Where's his jersey?
It's the Texas Longhorns.
Oh, that means it's starting the game already.
Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Ollie Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play call and show why they've won these games 3 in a row and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there. Because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. He wants to change this route. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. The run to the left. Might have a chance. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense. And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
JKS. It's complete on the right side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Quickly complete. Runs through, man. He might have some space. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the... And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Golden Bear. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running inside, it's Smothers. Rumbles ahead for a a pickup of 5 to the 29.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football. And Jesse, have one of the best.
Looking deep down the right side. Got it down the field. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. DB's right up on the receivers. Hand off for Brown. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
On the left side, here's Coleman. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd down, here's Brown. Headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorn!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. To throw, Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Snagged out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Longhorns want to move quickly. In the red area, it's Smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Arch Madness. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing Sangapolitelli. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. Turning it on. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they take it in for 6 more points. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point was good. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Songa Politelli, play action. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PVU. It's 2nd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Jaron Chiave, Songa Politelli. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. He might want another play. Songa Politelli from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the outside. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Send the tight end in motion. JKS. Here's a heat. He's got an open man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They'll run the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Songa Politelli. Looking for Pater. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cal! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The run inside. It Smothers. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it comes.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
No, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Arch is going to throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Zaga-Politelli. Pressure coming. He gets away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hendricks. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing, Sangapovatelli. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
They believe they can run right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Cal uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Jaron Kiave Sangapovatelli finds a tight end. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll pull them back to within 6.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 8 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Crimson Tide in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime.
Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive, trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
JKS. Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks. And tackled there by the defense.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 more as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making checks. Zangapolitelli from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Texas offense. They wheeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking. Oh, that did not go as planned except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo, and they'll knock him down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's Arts to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Under fire. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense
breaks into the open. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quick release on the RPO. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line?
In California and like Oregon, I think.
Those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Trying to set up the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Might be changing the route. They're testing the right side here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Sangapolitelli bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position. Oh, he's got some space. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Throwing Manning. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Touchdown, Longhorns! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Here's the pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
From the gun on third down, Sangapolatelli. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
The Golden Bears will punt this one away. He shanked it. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Brown again. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And man, this is a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead?
Huge swing on this play here. 4th and inches from the 46. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak, and he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple of scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. JKS. Got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Cal!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Running inside. It's Smothers. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Might as well stick with him. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That ain't what the fuck I wanted to do.
A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Sangopolatelli makes the catch. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the 1st down.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the catch on the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards and now comes up with a massive play in a 2-minute situation.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
As a defense, the important thing to understand about this situation is I know where they got to get to. They got to get to the end zone. I can drop back, play everything a little bit deeper, make them throw that ball underneath, come rally and tackle. So I got them in a very predictable situation.
So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Might be calling a hot route. Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We'll get it started here in overtime. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to get it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Longhorn. They jump on top here in OT. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The give to the left. There's a crease. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. He's got 43 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Making side adjustments here. The lone back's got it. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Sangapolatelli from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Cal! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. JKS got it set up on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He wants to change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolatelli. Touchdown, Golden Bear! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. Sangapolatelli. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They go play action with Manning. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That ties it up here in double OT, and now they can win it.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
Have to go for 2 here in the second overtime, and this one would win the game. They are in ball game, and that does it in double OT with a 2-point conversion. Got guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Baldwin.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.